And jazz is, and jazz lives.
You touch something, you create an interval, not a connection. That's resonance. When you touch anything, you create resonant intervals. No connection. If you press down, that's kinetic. That's not touch. Tactile space is impulse. And that's the area that you can tune. Say you have a fine touch. You can tune that. You can't, when you press down hard, you can't tune the kinetic. It's not acoustic. But touch is acoustic interval. If there were any connection between my finger and that book, I would not have a finger. A book would be part of my finger. But anyway, this is basic. Because all senses have unique spaces related to them. And therefore, if you want to understand your sensory life, you have to know the kinds of space that they manifest. And obviously, the space of dreams is not visual or acoustic necessarily. It's a mix of senses, kinetic, and the space of the movies. Totally different from space television. Television has no visual space related to it at all. It's acoustic, or tactile. But that's one for Tony Schwartz to explain to you. He has a whole book on it called The Responsive Chord. Tony Schwartz, The Responsive Chord, page 14. He explains why the TV uses the eye as an ear, not as an eye. TV uses the eye as an ear. TV is not a visual experience. It's acoustic. And it's an inner trip.
Maybe you guys can explain that. How is watching TV not visual?
The main characteristic of television, which makes it different from movies, is the simultaneity of it. When a group is watching a movie, they're the only people watching it. But when people are involved in television, it's an environment that everybody interacts to immediately. So the distinguishing characteristic is simultaneity. And simultaneity creates depth involvement, whereas visual space is connected and sequential.
Well, the effect of television is on the individual watcher, not the fact that there's other people watching.
But in watching television, Chris, our eyes function like our ears in that they never see a picture, just as our ears never hear a word. The eye receives a few dots of light during each successive millisecond and sends these impulses to the brain, and so it's very much resonant interval in that we must have vibration to hear, and likewise there must be acoustic, tactile touch. The omnipresent eye, and in conjunction with the ear, makes it a tactile medium because it's the interaction with senses. The head of the RCA Labs in the 50s, Krugman, who proved that the sensory effect of television from brainwave studies is totally the opposite of the effect of the film. Film is not light through on dots, it is light on a screen, whereas in television, you're the screen.